If I ever write a book, the title will be The Olympics, Where Dreams Go to Die. I know that sounds harsh, but my dream was dashed in one 14-minute game at the Tokyo 2021 Olympics. I'm a rugby player. I played a lot of sports growing up. I know. You're probably all so shocked. I'm an athlete. I pitched, I ran. I spent my time training to put various balls into assorted nets. Now, if you've ever played a sport in your life, whether it was t-ball in elementary school or learning to ski on the bunny hill, you've probably had the thought, maybe I could be an Olympian. That's when the dream started for me. My senior spring of high school, after years and years of softball and early morning pitching clinics, I decided I didn't want to play anymore. My dad said, well, you have to do something. So I did what any normal girl would do, and I signed up for a full contact sport, rugby. Having played those sports my whole life, it didn't take me long to figure out the game. With shoulders like these, I learned my passes are powerful and my stiff arm deadly. One time, during a touch pickup game, an old rugger told me to throw polite passes so that it'd be easier to catch. And I realized I'd heard this before, this same message all my life. During an elementary school softball game, a father on the opposing team yelled at me to slow my pitches down because none of the girls could hit it. My own father took a very shaken version of me to the side and told me to never tone it down. Take up space. Be your best self. I admit, he didn't say it as poetically as that, but it was along those lines. I took that lesson straight to the rugby pitch. I passed harder. I ran harder. I tackled harder. And it didn't take long until I was named one of the best rugby players in the country and was recruited for the USA Rugby Sevens team. 3 weeks after I graduated college with my nursing degree, I was slipping on the USA Rugby jersey at Paris Sevens, and then 2 months after that at the World Cup in San Francisco. But to tell you the truth, those felt like warm-ups. It wasn't until the fall of 2018 when I felt like I had actually made the team, like I was a vital part of it. In 2019, we came in second in the world and qualified for the Olympics. My Olympic dream seemed to be in my grasp. 2020 comes, the excitement is palpable. And then a little virus, Corona, makes an appearance. Have you guys heard of that? Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. I can still tell you exactly where I was when I read the headline, Tokyo 2020 Olympics postponed. I had to read it again. Tokyo 2020 Olympics postponed? I can't describe to you the way my heart sank. This meant another year of conditioning, fear of injury, crying, stressing, hearing my coach yell, "Get on the line!" This one event would last a few days, but to us, this was the end-all, be-all. We had to be Olympians. Finally, 2021 comes, and with masks on, we head to Tokyo. I wanted to share every moment of my Olympic experience, so I used an app called Tik Tok. Showing what life was like inside the Olympic Village caught the eye of millions and gave me something fun to focus on to reduce the stress of my upcoming games and the possibility of winning a medal. Deep fried camembert. I'm so excited. Okay, cheers. Come on. Come on. You're gonna deep fry cheese like that? Now a spring roll. Come on. Now ramen. One fun fact about me is I always get excited, and I mean really excited, for things that are going to happen. My parents always tell the story of, as a young girl, they didn't tell me we were going to Disney World until the day of, because they were afraid I'd break out in a fever. You can imagine my anticipation for my Olympic debut right around the corner. But slowly over time, I've learned rarely do events live up to our expectation. We think the concert is going to be the best, and then the artist does a ton of remixes and doesn't actually play our favorite song. We think the weekend trip with the girls will be so much fun. And then we get a little too drunk the first night and end up hungover the rest of the weekend. Sound familiar? And I have to tell you, that was true. After dreaming about my Olympics for years and years, it didn't quite measure up as I had hoped. I'd spent all my time focusing on one moment, one game. It was the quarterfinals in the Olympics that would decide whether or not we could continue to compete for a medal. Like every Olympian, we wanted gold or nothing else. But the reality is only around 11% of Olympians actually win a medal. Those 11% are praised in the papers, blasted on our TVs with tears of joy, and labeled national heroes. But what about the other 89%? What about the other Olympians who worked just as hard to get there, but fell short because of one misplay or 0.2 second in time difference? In our quarterfinal game, we lost to Great Britain. A team we had beaten time and time again. I still vividly remember a couple of mistakes I didn't catch kickoff. And I missed a key tackle. And after 14 minutes, we lost.
Hey everyone, I just wanted to say thank you for all the support. We still have games tomorrow. That was a really tough loss for me personally. I felt like it was my fault, and I am feeling a lot of emotions right now. But I really want to thank all of you for watching and getting up and checking it out and tuning into women's rugby, because it's such an amazing sport, and all the teams out there are so amazing. Great Britain, New Zealand, Australia, all of them deserve more coverage, and we deserve you guys tuning in and checking us out because we work so hard. It was a great win by Great Britain. They brought it. For me personally, I felt like I made some mistakes, and I felt like I really let my team down. But I don't think I'll be over it today. I don't think I'll be over it tomorrow or the next day, or maybe the day after that. But I'm so proud of my team, and I'm really thankful for all of you. So, yeah, we still have games tomorrow. I'm still going to bring it. I may cry. But, again, just massive thank you. And tune into all the matches tomorrow. The semifinals matches, the 5th place, whatever match. Just please keep tuning in and checking us out.
I posted that TikTok and immediately got a call from my sisters. With concern in their voices, they told me, "You don't have to share that with people." But I wanted to. I'd been this fun, happy person on this app. I wanted to show that even the top athletes, even Olympians, struggle with not only our physical, but mental health. It was a huge fall. When that final whistle blew, I didn't fully believe it. I thought to myself, there has to be more time. We can score again. This isn't happening. 3 years of brutal hard work and a lifelong dream can't be over just like that. I spiraled into a hole, and it lasted for, well, some days I'm not sure I'm out of it. The embarrassment, letting my team down, letting my country down, my family down. I pretty much put all of my eggs in one figurative basket, and they all cracked. I still haven't watched that quarterfinal back, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to. No one tells you what life is like after the Olympics. They don't warn you about the depression and inadequacy you feel, whether you win a medal or not. It's been called the post-Olympic blues. Athletes place their value, their worth on how well they do. And then, after going to one of the most monumental events in the world, we go back to being normal people. After reaching the pinnacle of sports, we have to ask ourselves, what's next? People always ask me, do you want to go for another one? And I have to pause and think, do I? Do I want to go for gold with the possibility that I may fall short? Yes, I do. The Olympics are full of the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, but there were so many lessons learned. My biggest lesson is how important the journey is to everything you do. If I could go back in time, I'd spend another year bonding with my teammates, becoming an even stronger player and team, exploring a powerful new app called Tik Tok, and getting to play the sport I love as a job, which not many women get to do. My second lesson is to stay present in the moment. My sports psych guy is always telling us this, and I'm thinking maybe I should start listening to him. I didn't fully appreciate my Olympics because I was so ready for the next great moment, the next great experience to happen, instead of enjoying where I was then. My third lesson is people love authenticity. So many people told me they loved seeing an Olympian be herself. They put us up on pedestals, think of us as perfect and indestructible. But they said they loved seeing me be funny, sad, nervous, awkward, because it showed that though I am an Olympian, I'm still human. I've said that word a lot, but sometimes I have to say it out loud for it to sound real. I am an Olympian. No, I'm not one of the 11% this time, but I'm already on the journey to the next. So I'll get on the line and I will be ready when that whistle blows.